notice for you, if you thought that Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness plan being thwarted has closed the door for your opportunity for you to own a home, that is not true. In fact, he made it even more accessible for you to own a home. But I want you to know what you need to do, because the way that he has this thing structured, he basically kicked the door wide open for anybody that wants to own a home that has student loan debt. So grab a paper, grab a pen, listen, take some notes. This is what you're gonna need to know if you wanna own a home and you have student loan debt. We all know that everybody's gonna have to go back to some sort of repayment plan in the fall. But here's where things take a plot twist.
Spill the tea, sweetheart.
Two important things that you need to take away. One, he basically said if you don't feel like making your payments, don't make your payments. Kick that can on down the road for a whole nother 12 months. Effectively, he's doing an onboarding payment plan of some sort that effectively says that the student loan debt cannot be reported negatively to the credit bureau for 12 months as people get reacclimated and making the necessary adjustments that they need to make for their household to allow them to begin making those payments that have not been made in over 3 years. And if you anything like me, ain't made a payment about 8 years, but we ain't gonna tell nobody. The student loan payment plan is now more affordable than it has ever been before.
It's about damn time.
Prior to COVID, if you had an income-based student loan plan, they basically took 15% of your discretionary income to create a payment for your student loan, which was supposed to be more affordable in most cases than it would be if you had a fully amortizing payment for 120 months or 240 months, depending on how much you have in student loan debt. When Joe Biden announced last year that he was going to do this student loan debt forgiveness for the $10,000 or $20,000, he also said, for those of you that are still going to have debt left over after we forgive this $10,000 or $20,000, don't you worry. We're going to only take 10% of your discretionary income as payment. Well, that made it more affordable. So we went from 15% down to 10%, making it more affordable. Due to the decision that was made by the Supreme Court, Joe Biden has now said, forget the 10% that I told y'all about. We're gonna lower it down to 5% of your discretionary income.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Now, I want to be very clear. This video is not to talk about student loan debt. So you might need to see another video for that. I'm not going to go into the weeds of that. I'm not here to talk about the details of the entire student loan forgiveness plan. My only purpose is to tell you, what do you need to do? If you want to buy a house and you are kicking the can down the road, even though it is not being reported to the credit bureau, you need to get on the phone and you need to call your loan servicer and get on an income-based payment plan. Why is that, Joy? Because they are only taking 5% of your discretionary income. Let's just suppose, for example, totally making this up, your payment is only going to be $0 a month. If you qualify for a $0 a month payment, we'll take that. You need to have a letter saying so. If you have a $0 payment, we need to know that it is an income-driven $0 payment. And the only way that we're going to know that information is if you have a letter stating this is an income-driven payment and it itemizes what loan numbers are attached to what loan balances. That way, when the underwriter gets it, they'll be able to cross-reference it. Okay, everything checks out. You have a $0 payment. If that's not your case, and they're using 5% of your discretionary income, let's just pretend that your payment is now $167 a month. If you do not have your student loan income-based repayment letter, whether you decided to pay on it or not, you need this letter, because when you apply for your loan, you are going to submit your letter, again, itemizing every single loan number that you have along with whatever the balances are. That's going to add up to whatever the balance is on your credit report. The underwriter, again, is going to cross-check all of this information. If this says, okay, you owe $167 a month, and you have this letter, you are going to be able to probably qualify for a significant amount more in a house than you would if you would just say, oh no, Joy, I don't have to make those payments because it's not being reported to the credit bureau. Oh no, Joy, we're on a pause. I don't need to make those payments. Let's say that we are left to our own devices to figure out what your payment is going to be. And let's say that you have a $50,000 loan balance. I could very well say, okay, well, you have a $50,000 loan balance. I know that you said that you're probably going to get an income-based payment, but for now, we're going to take a $500 payment. Or, oh, for now, we're going to do a $250 a month payment as a placeholder because we have no idea what the payment's going to be. If you want to buy a house, the first thing that you need to do, if you know that you want to purchase and you know that you have student loan debt, call them loan people. Call them student loan people. Tell them student loan people that you need to get on an income-based plan. Get on an income-based plan. Tell them to send you the letter. They're going to email it to you. Upload that thing to your portal with your loan application, and we're going to keep it pushing. They could not be making this more easy for you. Like, all jokes aside, this could not be any more simple. At this point, if you want to cry and complain about student loan debt holding you back from owning a house, you lying. You've been lying. You've been lying to yourself. You've been lying to your friends. Because at this point, I promise you, student loan debt has never been the thing to hold people back from purchasing a home, but it was kind of cool thing, a cool scapegoat to have. It was always your car, and it's still your car, but we ain't gonna get into that. But seriously, if you really want to qualify for a house now, this has got to be the easiest way. So please get you a income-driven, income-based student loan payment. Tell them people you're gonna put 5 on it. Get it in writing. Make sure that it says on there, because I know I've said this 3 times because I need you all to hear what we need. It needs to say this is an income-driven payment. It needs to itemize every single loan number that you've ever had. It needs to have whatever that balance is that's on there, and we will accept it, and we're gonna smile, and we're gonna put that thing in the file, and we're gonna get you a house, baby. Okay? So please don't leave it up to me to give you a payment. The fate of how much you qualify for is in your own hands. I'm telling you what you need to do, so please just go and do it. If you know somebody that needs this information, please share this with your friends. Share this with your college roommate. She want to buy a house too. Your homeboy, he want to buy a house too. Share this information. Make sure that everyone is aware. You must have a student loan income-driven repayment letter from your loan servicer if that's the payment that you want us to use. If it is not on there and you have not paid it, you're not in the process of paying it back, we are going to make up a payment. And I guarantee you that the payment that they are going to give you is more likely than not to be cheaper than the payment that you're going to have if it's just a standardized, amortized repayment plan. Before you come calling me, making up your excuses about why your debt's so high and you embarrassed, honey, we all got it. We don't care. Just get your payment in order before you apply for your home loan. Comment below if you got any questions. How do y'all feel about this new income-driven repayment plan going from 15% before COVID all the way down to only 5% of your discretionary income now? I love it. I'm here for it. They might mess around and have me, put something on it. I might have to put 5 on it. That ain't never gonna be paid off, because I told y'all know my plan. My repayment plan is to die. Y'all have a great day.